To configure your opening balance, you need to go to configuration icon and click opening balance. So first up, you need to select your opening date, which is either the first date of your current financial year or the last date of your last financial year. So if you like to select the opening date, just click on this calendar icon and start selecting the opening date. And then click Save. So as you can see here, these are the accounts that we have configured earlier in Chart of Accounts. So in keying opening balance in SimBiz X, you are going to be acquiring the last financial year report, and the document that you will be needing is trial balance from your last financial year end. So in my case, I'm using my trial balance from December 2015. And what you see here, the opening balance is divided into total debit and total credit, and also debit and credit columns of the company. So okay, let's say your company have branch, and then there will be additional columns of debit and credit on the right side of the screen. So the total debit and credit of HQ and also the branch will be summed up in these total and debit and total credit columns respectively. So key in opening balance figure in SimBiz 6 is as simple as putting the figure in the right column, whether it stays in debit or credit side. So in this video, I'm going to highlight the important parts, which are bank accounts and also debtor and creditor accounts. So now let's start off with bank account, which is under cash and bank's parent account. So right now, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the hyperlink right here, whether in debit or credit side. Just click and start keying your opening amount, which is your GL balance, that is the sum of your last bank statement and also unpresented checks. Key in here, and then you decide whether it stays in debit or credit side, and click Save. So for unpresented check, you can key in later because it is optional, but if you like the checks to appear in bank reconciliation, so you have to just key in the date by clicking the calendar, and also key in the check or transaction number in this input field, and also key in the amount, whether it is positive or negative, and click Save. So if you have the unpresented check for your client, so you need to select the document date and then insert the check or transaction number and insert a positive amount, and then click Save. And if you have uncleared check for your supplier, then you need to select the date as usual, and then insert the check number and insert a negative amount, and click Save. When you're done, click X to close the box. So if you have more bank accounts, just continue with the process. So now let's move on to debtors account. So I click on the hyperlink as well. So right here I have a few clients that I already configured the figure. So you can see here there are two types of selection, which are outstanding invoice and also unpresented payment or credit note. So if you are going to key in the figure of the invoices from your client, then you just take this one, and if it's for unpresented payment or credit note, just take this one. And then click this drop-down selection to select the business partner and select the document date, the opening amount, and click Save. For unpresented payment, you can also select the business partner and select the document date and insert the document number, insert the opening amount as well. Click Save. So the total of aging here is in positive value, so it'll stay in debit side. So you're going to close this box and then you're going to click save, and you can see the changes that you have made. And for information, if the total debit and the total credit is not balanced, there will be a message up here to remind you. But as for now, just keep going. And now I'm going to show you on how to key in your creditor account. So click on the hyperlink and start keying. So same as trade debtor or debtor account, there are two types of selection that you can choose: unpresented payment or even outstanding invoice. So you click on unpresented payment, select your supplier's name, and also the document date, the document number, and the opening amount, and click save. Same goes for outstanding invoice. Insert a document number and opening amount, and click save. So for creditors, the amount is in positive value, so it stays in credit side. So I'm going to show you on how to key in the general accounts. So for example, let's key in the office furniture, and then have computer system. Okay, let's see if our total is balanced yet. Scroll down, it's still not balanced, so just keep going. So I'm going to key in for salaries, just 4,600. So now I'm going to key in the figures for my capitals account, which is under capitals parent account. So 26,000 for each capital account. And then we go up, click save. So when you see this message, it means that your opening balance is tally. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to look at our trial balance report to check whether our opening balance is actually balanced. So you go to report menu and go to accounting tab and click trial balance. So you need to filter the date of your opening date. Click search. So as you can see here, my debit amount and my credit amount are tally. So next up is I'm gonna search for my debtor aging report. So select the date and click search. So as you scroll down, you can see the total of aging amount from your debtors. You can click print to see the overall view of your debtors aging report. So the same thing applies to creditors aging report. And click creditors aging report. Filter by the date and click search. So it shows here there's an aging amount and click print.